What's going on, everybody? Crypto Headquarters here, and today I want to give you guys a video about why I believe that Substratum is a great buying opportunity now, and why I believe that you guys who have been looking to get into Substratum but haven't found the right time or the right price point, why this is the right time. So with that said, I'm going to start out with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and consult a financial advisor if necessary. With that said, to be fully transparent with you guys, I am not invested into Substratum at the time of making this video, but shortly after this, I do plan on jumping into Substratum as I think that this is a great price point, and I'm going to outline that in this video. Again, with all this said, let's jump straight into the video. I got to the end of the video after explaining why I believe Substratum is so undervalued, and I realized that I didn't do a quick synopsis on what Substratum is, and I think that's very valuable to you guys watching the video, because even if you don't understand all the intricacies of the Substratum platform, I think it's really important to understand what Substratum is. So while many of you guys might know this, I want to quickly go over this. So what Substratum is they want to create a decentralized internet. With all the news about net neutrality recently being repealed, Substratum wants to be the solution to that. They want their information to be free, not locked down by censorship or net neutrality laws, as I just stated, and they want to provide tools anyone can use to keep the internet accessible through decentralization. So what does this mean? They want an equal, fair, and open internet that anybody can use and not be hindered by ISPs raising your price or people blocking or censoring certain content that they don't want to be seen. In addition to this, something I believe that's cool and that you guys should understand is that you can actually make money using Substratum nodes. What I mean by this is, as a user of the Substratum platform, you are going to be able to host a node that basically connects people throughout the Substratum web. I do a more in-depth analysis video on this on my channel, so if you're interested in how this works and how you guys could potentially earn money when the node system comes out, definitely check out that video. But you can sacrifice your computer's computing power to run these nodes and basically earn Substratum or money while you sleep. And I think that's important to know because it sheds a light on the fact that the Substratum platform is really for the people, and they want to create a fair internet that is for the people, by the people, run by the people. So with that, and hopefully you guys understand kind of what Substratum is at its core, you guys can understand the rest of the video and really get my in-depth opinions and analysis on why I believe Substratum is so undervalued. With that said, let's get into the next section of the video. As we get into the video, the first thing that I am going to let you guys know is that I am going to be filming this all in one take. I think by filming this in one take, I can give you guys my honest opinions and views and just lay them out in front of you guys as opposed to potentially reading off a script. And while that may work for some other videos on my channel, I think that the best way for me to film this would be to give you guys, again, my honest opinions and just really give you guys insight into what I believe in the Substratum platform right off the top of my head. So with that said, let's get into where Substratum's sitting at right now. So Substratum has seen a kind of a drastic fall in terms of price, market cap, and its overall rank on CoinMarketCap.com. With a current rank of 103, with a market cap of $236 million and a circulating supply of just over 226 million sub and a total supply of around 352 million subs, Substratum has fallen kind of not off the radar, but definitely an overall market cap. Now, if we look at where Substratum started and where it went to at its all-time highs, we can see that this move was definitely justified, I think, as the total cryptocurrency market kind of began to collapse and started to lose the momentum that it had going into the beginning of January. So Substratum around November was trading around the 11-cent mark, and then we saw kind of the rapid rise to an all-time high around December 25th of the $1.11 mark, which is actually higher than what we're seeing right now. And just since that December 25th mark, Christmas Day, we kind of saw a consolidation period and a huge rise, a huge green candlestick, all the way up to its all-time high at $3.10. So not only are we down 3 times its all-time high value, but I do think that this is kind of a rock bottom low for Substratum, and that we're going to see a bounce pretty soon. I say these things for a few reasons. Now, the first reason that I say that we're going to see a bounce for Substratum is because of just, that only good cryptocurrencies can go down so low. So I think something fundamental to understand is that a cryptocurrency with a solid team, a good project behind it, an active subreddit, a great community is only going to go down so low. And when you take a look at a lot of other cryptocurrencies, Substratum's seen a pretty substantial hit from down 3 times its initial value. And while this is definitely a good indicator for a buying opportunity and people looking to get in, it also is pretty telling of where the cryptocurrency market is at the moment. I have expressed my views on this channel that I think right now is a buying opportunity that a lot of you guys might be passing up, and I think you're going to be regretting in a few months, because while this isn't certainly going to end in a day and we're going to see kind of the momentum we saw in the beginning of January, it's also not going to last forever, and that's something extremely important to understand. So definitely get into Substratum while you can right now at this $1.05 mark, and I'm going to go over some next reasons that I believe Substratum is definitely going to see that $3 price range sooner than a lot of you guys might think. One thing that I do want to note is the markets that Substratum is currently available on. So Binance definitely has the most volume between its Bitcoin and Ethereum pairings. Next is KuCoin, and from there we see pretty much a kind of an even disbursement of volume in the last 24 hours, and they are very small amounts, ranging from that 86,000 mark all the way down to the Cost Exchange and their Bitcoin pairing of $277. With that said, it's extremely important that Substratum gets listed on other exchanges. One thing that people might be underestimating when they look at the price of Substratum is that Substratum is only pretty much available to buy on 2 main exchanges, at least for people in the United States. While being available on Binance is huge for Substratum, that's where a lot of people, that's kind of their de facto exchange, that's the exchange they trust, that's the exchange that they trade on daily, and well, that's great because Binance is, I believe, the biggest exchange in the world right now. It's important that Substratum gets admitted into other exchanges so it can just the word I'm looking for is it can get more visibility from people and that they have the opportunity to invest in it. I've made videos on my channel, if you guys aren't familiar, that says that Binance was rejecting new users and is opening that up from time to time. I'm not sure what the current status of that is and how Binance is dealing with the registrations, but I do know for people looking to get into cryptocurrency, there is kind of a higher barrier to entry just in the fact that exchanges are being overloaded with volume, and the more exchanges Substratum is available on, the more people are going to be able to trade it, the more the price is going to go up, and the more people are going to be able to use the platform as a whole in the future. So now that you guys kind of have an understanding about where Substratum is currently right now in the marketplace, I want to shift over to Substratum's Twitter. Now, Substratum's Twitter is interesting because Substratum is very active, and they have 114,000 followers, and that is a very big Twitter account in the crypto community. And to see that on a coin that is ranked 103rd overall is very reassuring for me as an investor. At least I'm not currently an investor right now, but if I was invested, that would be reassuring to me. So something that I wanted to point out is they are looking to get listed on the Robinhood exchange, where there are 0 trading fees, and it is the first decentralized exchange. And while this video isn't about Coben, and actually I take that back, I'm not sure if it's decentralized, I might have read that somewhere, but there is 0 trading fees on this cryptocurrency exchange, and that is absolutely huge. And Substratum, if they could get on there, that would allow them to basically get more visibility, as just outlined. So it's awesome to see that the Substratum team is aware of this and they are tweeting about it. But if I scroll down even more, you're going to see that there are pretty much a post every single day. Now I'm on January 23rd, and if I scroll up, we're going to see that there's a lot of interactions on their tweets. They're retweeting people. Here's a good example of kind of a cross promotion. So thanks to Burger King for explaining what net neutrality repeal means. Rest assured, when Substratum delivers the decentralized web, there will be equal access to content and Whoppers for all. So you guys can see that Substratum's even being active in the community and just looking at other big established brands and corporations in the real world, and just subtweeting them and quoting them, whatever the Twitter platform name for that is. And there's a lot of interaction on these, and it's great to see. I'm just extremely optimistic and very bullish on this cryptocurrency. I think they do a lot of things right, and their Twitter account being active, involving with people, tweeting a lot, is just the first step that allows me to be reassured Substratum will be successful in the near future and in the long term, especially at its current price of $1.05. Another thing I want to mention about Substratum is that when we look at where it is in total market cap now and where it was at its all-time high, that is a significant difference. So at its all-time high, it was just about that 700 million total market cap range. And if I go to where the 700 million in total market cap is right now, that would put Substratum at right about the 46th overall cryptocurrency in terms of overall market cap, and that is a pretty high place to be on CoinMarketCap.com. And the fact that it was there at one point in time only reassures me that it will get there again. Now, I'm not shilling a cryptocurrency, and I'm not making a video on a cryptocurrency. I'm not raising awareness for this cryptocurrency just so that I can see it be successful in the future when I invest. I'm making this video because I genuinely think that this product, the team, the social media, the community environment, I think that everything about this cryptocurrency is great. One thing that contributed to the major price, the green candlestick, the price hike that we saw going into January, did have to do with the YouTube community and the Reddit community. Now, I'm going to touch on this because I've seen videos, as a YouTuber and somebody who stays up to date on cryptocurrencies and watches videos every day, that there was a lot of shilling going on from YouTubers. They were making videos on it. They were very optimistic. There were Reddit a lot of posts on Reddit, 4chan, just other online communities that were telling everybody about Substratum. That got a lot of people optimistic about the platform. And while I think that those people definitely were preaching the right thing about Substratum, because I think it's going to be successful. I don't think it's anywhere near a shitcoin. I think that, as I said before, a lot of things about this platform are great, but that did contribute. And please understand that people constantly posting and raising awareness for cryptocurrency, while it can be good and it can take it to new all-time highs, it also may be susceptible for a larger sell-off as people reach the top and they do feel that and they do start to feel those levels of resistance and they do sell. So for as high as it goes, there also could be an equal level fall. But one thing I will say as we kind of near the end of the video is that I think the Substratum platform is definitely extremely undervalued. So I did know that when I was researching Substratum, as I think I'm very knowledgeable about this cryptocurrency, I've been looking at Substratum since kind of the beginning of November at that 15-cent mark. I was looking to invest at this 33-cent mark around the end of November, but I never got around to it. Didn't have the funds available, didn't want to transfer anything at that moment, just wanted to keep holding, and I'm really regretting not getting in. So for you guys who have been looking for that entry point, I think now is the time to do that. For all of the reasons that I outlined in this video, but even more, that once you believe in a cryptocurrency and once you've done your own research and once you understand what something has stood for. I have made videos on this channel doing an in-depth analysis on what Substratum is as a whole, and you guys can see the optimism that I show in that video and just how much I believe in it. So this is a very easy video for me to make, to tell you guys to look into, just because I believe in the platform. But outside of that, if we just want to look strictly at unbiased numbers, where it's 1/3 of its all-time high price, which was at that $3 mark. Above that, you guys can see that the whole cryptocurrency market kind of has rebounded a little bit in the past few days, just only slightly, but this cryptocurrency down 5.33% today hasn't exactly seen that. So we're going to see a price hike eventually here in the near future as the market starts to recover. And just even outside of that, you guys can see the optimism behind the community just on their Twitter page as a whole and everything about it. So I feel like I've been rambling kind of for the end of this video, but hopefully you guys get an understanding for why Substratum is extremely undervalued. And I'm just going to quickly go over those points, and the reasons I believe so is because it is 1/3 of its overall all-time high value. Its Twitter page is extremely active, and they're doing great things to get more visibility and promote it on other exchanges. Its circulating supply and total supply are very low, so we could see a pretty high price Substratum once they get their working product and their working platform out there and mass adoption starts to come in. And lastly, I just believe in this cryptocurrency. When you believe in a cryptocurrency and you see it as undervalued as it is, and you see the real world application, I just think it's a no-brainer, at least for me. And hopefully you guys do your own research and see the same thing that I'm seeing. If not, great, but hopefully you guys learned something from this video in that regard. At this point, I'm going to cue to the outro, and hopefully you guys learned something about the Substratum platform and why I believe it's undervalued. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Hopefully you guys like the format of this, where I gave my opinions all in one kind of video segment there. And while I think it's interesting to do, I won't be doing this all the time because I think that my thoughts can kind of get jumbled together and it might not be the best content for you guys. Regardless, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of Substratum, if you guys think it's a good buying opportunity, if you guys like this kind of new format of the one take, or if you like kind of what I was doing before. Definitely let me know. So with that said, I'm going to end off with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Consult a financial advisor if necessary. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I love putting out daily content for you guys, and you guys' support has been overwhelming on this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and have a great day.